Good evening, yogis. It is almost 7 o'clock and it's time for day 9 of me going live on YouTube to bring you some yoga whilst we're all in quarantine. Today's class is going to be a vinyasa flow class. So, as with all my vinyasa flow classes, there's a little bit of a challenge in there. But it's meditative as well. So hopefully getting you moving with the breath, getting you connecting to your inner space, and yeah, I think I should put some lights on. We're getting a little bit lighter outside, and I think, is it next week the clocks go forward? Maybe it's already happened. I don't know. Has it already happened? I'm not sure. My clock just resets on my phone now, so I don't know. But yeah, we're a little bit lighter. So put this one on as well. Good stuff. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. And as always, my live streams are available following the class for you to watch anytime that you wish to. So we're going to begin on our mats in a child's pose this evening. So let's come onto our knees. Let's bring knees together and sit back on the heels. Let's bring the arms forward. Resting your forehead on your mat. As always, if you're used to using blocks, make sure they're close to you. You may need them during this class. And we'll just allow ourselves just a couple of minutes to settle in, to prepare for our yoga practice. And as always, during this class, just doing what you can, without any judgment, no frustration, just allowing your body to move with the breath. And wherever you get to, all is good. Remember, it's a journey. Just allowing the body to be soft. And as always, just checking in with how you're feeling right now. Just acknowledging how you're feeling, whether good, whether bad, all is good anyway. And just bringing your awareness now to your natural breath. Just noticing the quality of your breath. And when you're ready, let's start to deepen the breath. As you draw your breaths down into your abdomen, allowing the abdomen to expand like a balloon. And as you exhale, the abdomen contracts, navel to the spine. And when you're ready, bringing that breath of the body, as always, into the chest. Just feeling those ribs expand. And just bringing the hands forward. If you decided to take child's pose with the hands behind you, just bring those hands forward now towards the top of the mat. And we'll lift the gaze. As we inhale, let's come into our hands, send the heart forward, drop the navel. So we're coming into a bit of a cow pose here, press the hands down. And as we exhale, let's send the bum back into our child's pose. Inhale, moving forward, opening the chest, press the hands down, lifting the gaze if that feels comfortable in the neck, and we exhale, rounding through that spine, bringing our seat back down. Inhale to move forward. Exhale to send the bum back down. And just keep moving with the breath. As always, move more quickly or more slowly if you need to stay with your own breath. And starting to connect that breath with movement, connecting mind and body through the breath. And just checking in. How does the body feel as we go through this? And we'll do a couple more. And then option to continue doing this. Our next option is coming up. Send the hips forward, open the heart, take the hands back. And exhale, coming back down into our child. Inhale, move the hips forward, open the heart. Exhale, coming back down. Again, if this is too much, just the first flow. And really trying to press those forward, engage in the glutes. Really focus on the hips. Just be mindful of the lower back. So keep that navel in. Engage in the bandhas as we move through these postures. We'll do a couple more. And again, option to continue through those flows. Otherwise, we're going to bring the left hand back, taking the left heel, and inhale. We're going to send those hips forward again, reach back. So it's like a half camel. And exhale, lower the bum back down. We'll sweep the right arm around, switch the hand. So right hand onto the heel, pressing up, hips forward, open the chest. Exhale, swinging it back around, bum comes down. Inhale, moving. And if it's too much, just stay with that first one. Just moving from child's pose to your cow position. Breath. Inhale to exhale to bring the bum down, closing the body. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Every time Just looking for a little bit more space, a little bit more depth in the movement. Last one. And we're making our way back to our child's pose. Lifting the gaze slightly, take an inhale. And as we exhale, let's walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. And breathe into the left side of the body. Inhale, come through center. And exhale over to the other side. Inhale, come through center. And exhale. We'll make our way up into a tabletop position. So those fingers spread as always. The shoulders over the wrists. Wrap the triceps under. Find strength through the arms. So just check that we're not sinking the chest between the arms here. Slight tuck to the tailbone. The navel is drawn to the spine. Always engaging those bandhas as you move through the practice. We'll just hold it here for a moment. We're just working into a nice simple tabletop plank. So really focus on feeling the pubic bone and the ribs coming together here. Working abdominal strength, nice and easy. And we'll send that right foot back. So bringing the ball of the foot on the mat, we're just going to press back through that right heel. Just to stretch through the back of that right leg a little bit here. Keep a little tuck to that tailbone still. Find a strength through the arms. If you're going well here, let's lift that right leg up. Keeping that little tuck to that tailbone. Just checking that that right hip isn't opening up. Pressing back through that right heel. Can you find that line of energy from the crown of the head all the way through to that right heel? And if you're going well here, option to find your balancing table. Sending that left arm forward. Just check that we're not starting to bend into that right elbow. That right arm still strong. And just checking that we're not starting to dip into the lower back. Keep finding that core. Inhale. Exhale. Elbow comes to knee. Round the spine. Squeeze. Chin comes in. Inhale. Send them back out. Exhale. Bring them in. Squeeze. Inhale. Send them back out. Exhale. Bring them in. Squeeze. And we're going to hold it here. Working on that core strength still for 3. Keep breathing nice and deeply. For 2. Round through the spine. 1. Inhale, send them out. Exhale, hand and knee back onto the mat. And we'll try the other side. So again, if you lost that core, now's your chance to find it again. Tuck that tailbone under. Navel to the spine. Lift, squeeze the pelvic floor. And step that left foot back. And again, we're just pressing through that left heel. Just opening the back of that left leg here. And as we're here, just checking that that right hip isn't opening. Pull it down in line with the left hip isn't opening. Pull it down in line with the right. So the core should be really starting to work now. The arms should be working. And if you're going well, lift that left foot up. Again, as you lift, just check that you're not starting to dip into the lower back. And just check that the hip isn't starting to open as well. Stay nice and strong through the arms. As always, if you're going well, find your balancing table. The right arm moves forward. Keep that breath going. Keep that connection to your bandhas. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze round the spine. Find that compression strength. Inhale, send them back out. Exhale, bring them in, squeeze. Inhale, send them back out. Exhale, bring them in, squeeze. We're going to hold around that spine. For 3, chin comes in. For 2, leg really pulls in. You can use that right hand if you wish. For 1, inhale, send them out. Exhale, hand and knee back onto the mat. We'll bring the big toes to touch. Send the knees wide and sit back into our wide-legged child's pose. And let's lift the gaze. We'll bring the knees back to hips width apart. Come back into our table. Let's tuck the toes under. Send the hips back and up. And let's find our first downward facing dog. As always, option to pedal the legs here. And continuing to stretch into the backs of the legs. Option to twist the hips side to side. Open into the side body, whatever feels good. And as always in your downward dog, we want that nice flat back. So bend the knees if you need to, rather than having the legs straight and the upper back rounded. And let's look between the hands. Inhale, let's walk the feet towards the hands. Feet together, extend through your spine. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Reaching the hands up. Find length, find extension through your spine. And exhale. Let's bring hands together, bring them to heart center and close the eyes. And now's your opportunity to set an intention for your practice if you wish. Just check in that the legs are nice and strong. The tailbone is tucked under. And again, those bandhas are switched on. Gently opening the eyes. Inhale, raising your breath. Finding that extension through the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Again, maybe your halfway is here. This is all good. And exhale, planting the hands. We'll step the feet back and we'll find a high plank position. Good, so exactly the same as in our tabletop. Wrap the triceps under. Press hands into the mat. Tuck the tailbone under. Find that core strength. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Knees, chest, chin, all the way to the mat. Point the toes. Moving forward. So we're on our bellies. Let's take the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Want the feet about hips width apart. Maybe a little bit wider. Tops of the feet really connecting to the mat. We're going to come into snake pose, just the upper body. As we inhale, send the heart forward and draw the hands towards the feet. We'll hold for 3 breaths. So 3, keep breathing. 2, 1. Exhale, release the hand. Bring the hands by the chest. We'll tuck the toes under, send the hips back and up, and find downward dog. Holding our downward dog a few breaths. Now look in between your hands. Inhale, walking or jumping feet to hands. Extend through your spine. Halfway lift again, we can be here. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Pull the head in and lift your center of gravity. And inhale to come all the way up to standing. Reaching those arms overhead. And exhale, hands heart center. And again, inhale, raise your breath. Extend through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, finding high plank. Inhale there. And exhale, lower down knees, chest, chin, all through Chaturanga Dandasana, coming all the way down to the mat. Let's bring the elbows onto the mat, we'll stack the hands. We're going to do some Shalabhasana leg lifts. We're going to make sure that the hips are staying on the ground. So remember, it's not about how high we can get the leg. We don't want that hip to lift up. We're going to try to keep the hips down. And we're going to start with the right leg. We're just going to try to lift, just using our glute strength, our leg strength, 10 times each side. Inhale to lift up. Make sure that hip stays down. Exhale up. Inhale, lift. Press that hip down. Exhale up. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's switch sides. Inhale. Exhale. Should be a little movement, just a little movement. Inhale to lift up. Keep that hip pressing down. Exhale, lower. And again, inhale. Exhale. 2 more this side. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Let's switch back to the right side. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Keep that hip down. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Left side, last 5. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. For 3. Exhale. Inhale. For 2. Exhale. Last 1. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring the hands by the chest. We'll tuck the toes under, send the hips back, and up, downward facing dog. And keeping that breath going. And looking between the hands. Inhale, walking or jumping feet to hands if you wish. Extend through your spine. Exhale. Inhale to come all the way up. Reaching those arms up nice and high. And exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, raise your breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, finding your high plank. Inhale there. And exhale, lower down. Knees, chest, chin, all through your Chaturanga Dandasana, all the way down onto your mat. Let's take the arms forward. Get some space here. Arms forward. And this time, we're going to lift opposite arm to opposite leg. So starting with the right leg. Inhale, right leg, left arms lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Right hand, right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower down. Right leg, left arm lift. Exhale, lower down. Right arm, left leg lifts. Exhale, lower down. Let's do a couple more. Inhale. Exhale, low. Inhale. Exhale, low. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now bringing the hands by the chest. Tuck the toes under. Send the hips back and up. Downward dog. And again, just checking those bandages are on. Wrap the triceps under in your downward dog. Try not to hyperextend through the shoulders, so we're not trying to press the shoulders down so much, especially if you're already quite hyperflexible there. Try to find a nice straight line. Look in between your hands. Inhale, walking or jumping feet to the hands. Extend through your spine, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to come all the way up. Reach in, finding that, and exhale, hands heart center. Let's heel toward the feet, hips width apart. Bend into the knees and find our chair pose. Keep finding length through your spine. Opening through the chest. Inhale and exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, stepping the feet back, finding that high plank. Inhale there. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, all through Chaturanga Dandasana. Pointing the toes for baby cobra. Inhale, send the heart forward, pull the elbows back. Exhale, tucking the toes under, send the hips back and up, downward facing dog. And then we'll send that right leg high, finding our three-legged dog. As always, just check that the hip isn't opening to begin with. Press back through that right heel, back through that left thigh, the left hip. Inhale. As we exhale, let's bring that right knee, find that compression strength round through the spine as we pull that right foot between the hands if it's available. Drop that back heel to the mat. So the toes up, so the foot is aligned with the short side of the mat, and inhale as we make our way up into our warrior two. Gazing over tip of the right hand in your warrior. Drop that left hand, inhale, open up, reverse your warrior, exhale, come back to your warrior two. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale. We'll do two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Let's hold. Let's breathe. Keep sending the weight through that right heel. For two. One. And inhale, making your way back to your warrior two. We'll straighten that right leg, pivot on that right heel, turn the feet in. Bring the hands to the hips. So we're in a wide-legged position now. Let's turn the toes out slightly, heels in. And let's bend the knees. Hands come on to those legs. Let's turn the fingers so that they're inside, facing inside the thighs. Sink nice and low through those hips. Feel the weight heels. Spreading the toes, pressing down through those toes. Inhale. As we exhale, let's drop the right shoulder, pull the left shoulder back, coming into a little twist. Inhale, moving through center. And exhale, let's take it to the other side. Inhale through center. Exhale, right shoulder drops. Inhale through center. Exhale, left shoulder drops. Inhale through center. Exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale. Holding this time. Inhale through center. Exhale. Hold. Work into that twist. Press that right hand inside of that thigh. Again, we're working into leg strength, hip flexibility, as well as twisting into the upper back here. Sending the crown of the head forward, trying to find length. Inhale, come through center, and exhale, left shoulder drops. Again, press that left hand into the left knee and the left thigh. Pull that right shoulder back. Can you find a little bit more space in your upper back here? Inhale, move into center, and exhale, let's straighten the legs. Let's pivot that right foot out. Inhale, and as we exhale, bend into that right knee, bring the hands onto the mat, and we'll step that right foot back. You can find a downward facing dog here, you can rest in your child's pose, or take a vinyasa with me. Inhale with me, inhale, high plank, exhale, chaturanga dandasana, or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog now, if it's in your practice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Raising that left leg towards the ceiling, and finding that three-legged dog left side. Dropping that left hip down, in line with the right, pressing back through that right thigh. So you should feel more in the back of the right leg here. It's not about getting that foot to the ceiling. Left leg, the left glute, also working into the back of the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend that left knee. Find that compression of time. And if it doesn't quite make our way up into our warrior two, left side. As you come into your warrior, just check that the shoulders are nice and soft. Strength, opening through the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Drop that right hand, reverse your warrior. Inhale, open up. In, open. Exhale, warrior two. Find the breath. Inhale, calm the mind. Exhale. Holding this time. Inhale. Drop into that left heel. Open the body up. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Coming back to our warrior two. We'll straighten that left leg, pivot on the left heel, and turn that foot in. Just going to turn around so you can see me. So again, we've got those feet pointing out. And we're sinking down again into those hips. Let's bring our hands to heart center. And breathe. Take an inhale. As we exhale, let's press the hands forward. Inhale, take the arms up. Hands come together, exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, press the hands forward. Inhale. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, press the hands forward. Inhale, offer. Hands come together, exhale, receive. Inhale. Extend the hands forward. Inhale, make an offering. Exhale, receive. One more, inhale. Exhale, send the hands forward. Inhale, offer. Exhale, receive. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs. We'll pivot that right foot out. Oh, inhale and exhale. Let's take the hands down. We'll step that right foot back. And again, you can find downward dog. You can find child's. We're going to be coming into child's anyway in a moment. If you want to join me for a vinyasa, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale down. Inhale. And exhale. Drop knees to the mat. Knees wide together as we sit back and rest. And just allow You'll start to find your breath if you lost a little bit there. It's a pretty strong posture. And lifting the gaze. Let's tuck the toes under. Send the hips back and up. And find that downward facing dog again. In the feet, hips width apart. And send that right towards the ceiling. Find that three-legged dog. And now point the toe, open the hip up. Working in to open those hips. So switching on the outside of that right leg. Inhale. Exhale, close it, bend that right knee, bring it through, drop the foot, that runner's lunge position, bring it through, drop the foot between the hands, and if it's available, finding that runner's lunge position. So right knee over the ankle, right up, into crescent lunge. Hold the right, send the left hip forward, drive into that right heel, inhale up, outside of the right knee, come into prayer. Release your breath. Send the hands forward. Inhale. Foot. We'll send it back down again. Inhale. Step into that right foot. Bring it up. Exhale. Send it back. Inhale. Bring it up. And option to hold it here. Option to bring that leg as we make our way down into a balancing pigeon. It doesn't feel good, maybe you're here, this is all good. Your thighs in the glutes. And releasing, send that exhale, step in that lunge position. Plant the hands. Inhale, send the right foot back to meet the left. Again, we're finding downward dog, child's, or vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left side. There's the last bit of effort, then we're going to wind it down. Send that left leg high. Find your three-legged dog. Point the toe and open the hip up. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, close the hip, bend that left knee, round the spine, bring it through, drop it between the hands if you can. Find your runner's lunge. And inhale, coming up into crescent. Inhale. Exhale, spiral down. Right elbow hooks outside of the left knee as you make your way into that twist. Try to be nice and strong through that back leg, the right glute engaged. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, step into that left foot, bring it up. Inhale, shoots it back down. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, bring it up. And we're going to hold, interlace fingers in front of that right shin. Find your balance. As always, if you fall out, no worries. You just get back in again. Inhale. Option to stay here. Option to bring that right ankle above the left knee. And we'll sink it down. Flex that right ankle. Hands to heart in prayer. Inhale. Lift that knee back up. And exhale. Slowly, slowly bend it into that left knee. As you find that high lunge again. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, send the left back to meet the right.
Again, you can rest or a vinyasa. Inhale, move forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward. Exhale, down. If you're practicing your jumping through to seated, now's your option to do that. Otherwise, we're just going to drop the knees to the mat. Shift the feet to the left and sit back. Well done, everyone. A bit challenging, getting the blood pumping. Let's bring the right leg in front of the left. So again, if you have a little bit more open, you're a little bit more open in your hips, is your chance to come in to your pigeon, your double pigeon. Just be mindful of the knees. If it's too much, just here is all good. Let's bring the right hand up. Bring the right hand onto the upper back, and we'll take the right elbow with the left hand. Just draw that elbow towards your center line. Just working into our shoulders here. If you're going well, option to release. Internal rotation in that left shoulder as we bring that left hand up behind the back and see if we can take a bind with the opposite hand. You can use a strap here if you wish. If you can't bind, it's all good. It's still working into the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Controlling the breath. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, release. Let's straighten the left leg and bring that right foot in. Marichyasana, variation of Marichyasana A. So left leg is strong. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward inside of that right leg. Option to just reach towards that left foot if you're still working into your forward folding here. Option to sit on a block just to help move you forward. Option to wrap that right arm. Again, it's internal rotation in that right shoulder to take the opposite hand behind the back. Inhale and exhale, fold. If it feels okay in your lower back. Inhale, coming up. And if you have your bind, just lifting that right foot up, keeping that bind nice and tight. Again, if you're not here, this is all good. Just carry on working into your Marichyasana wherever you are. If you're going well here, let's work into that core a bit more by picking up that left foot. Finding strength through the core, strength through that left leg. Breathe in. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Exhale, lowering it down. Releasing. Option to take the vinyasa if you want to do here. Crossing your legs or have a rest. Plant the hands. Shift the weight forward. Step the feet back. Find your high plank. And exhale to lower down. Inhale, cobra or your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. An option to jump forward or you're just dropping the knees. Shift the feet to the left. And make your way back to a seated position. So we'll have the left foot now. Or left. And again, option sits on a block here as well. Moving backwards a little bit here. Now we'll bring that left arm up. Left hand comes to the top of the back. And just drawing on that left elbow, pulling it towards your center line. Just working into the shoulders. Just working into the shoulders. Such a good stretch for the shoulders this. Again, if you're going well, maybe you're taking that right arm around the back and bringing it up And see if you can take a bind. And again, no worries if you can take that bind or not. Maybe one side is a little bit tougher than the other, or a little bit harder for me this side. Inhale and exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, release. Pull straight to the right leg, bend the knee. Again, Marishasana, left side, inhaling. Exhale, again, we're folding forward inside that left leg. Take that bind, always reaching towards that right foot, and this is all good. Inhale, exhale, folding forward, moving with the heart, so the heart moves forward, the hips pull back in. And if you're going well, you're coming up and lifting that left foot. Again, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, see if you can lift that right leg up, finding the balance. Use that bind to pull that leg into the side body. We'll hold. The 3, the 2, 1, exhale, release. An option, of course, now to take your vinyasa if you want to, or sit, have a rest. Crossing your legs, if you're going for your vinyasa, take the hands forward, send the feet back, find your high plank. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And come into sit. Inhale, exhale, dropping the knees, moving the feet to the side, and sitting down. We're going to come to a lying down position now. As always, never making it easy for you just to lie down. Take the hands in front and lie down with control if you can. Squeeze your banders, tuck that under flexion through the spine as you come to lie down. Let's bend the knees. So first thing I want you to make sure that your tailbone is tucked, that lower back is connecting to the mat. And those knees are hips width apart. Knees over the hips here. Let's take the hands behind the head. You can use the fingers or just bring the hands, the fingers onto the, and as we exhale, we'll crunch up. Exhale down. Exhale, bring. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, that option to continue here. Or exhale, send that leg out as you bring that right up. Inhale down. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale down. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale down. Take an easy variation if it doesn't feel good. Exhale. Inhale down. We'll do 2 more each side if we can. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Pull down the feet during that exercise. Let's rock the feet to the mat. Bring the hands by the hip and we're going to come. Exhale. Again, just underneath that left knee. Let's way we really isolate that one leg. And hold. Breathe. And 1, exhale, lower down. Towards the ceiling. We'll take a little bit of a stretch. You can take a foot if you want to take the foot. Option to raise that left leg if you've got trains, chest nice and open. And just dropping the head over eyes. And let go to be soft. Inhale, head comes back. And we'll drop that right foot to the mat. And like to seated into the fingers behind the back of the thigh, half or again. You can take the foot Whatever in position, and we're going to hold. Drop chin to the chest. Breaths in. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. To after Ashavasana. And again, if you found our practice a little bit difficult, I'm not worrying. Just allowing the body to do whatever it's capable, getting frustrated without getting frustrated. And always resting. If you need to, and we'll take a deep inhale now. Exhale, breath complete. Breath into the heart space. Now draw the knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. You can thank you for what it's just done. Bring our hands into Anjali Mudra at our heart.